Hello there, and welcome back to the shop. This time on Homeless to Homeowner, we're going to make all of this and get a sign. Line of games. But what we're going to do is a real interesting challenge. I was given a couple bucks, so let's see what we can do at the Goodwill. Or the thrift shop. I haven't decided yet, but we're going to jump in the car and find out. First off, nice. Second off, I was given 30-40 bucks for a handyman job, and I'm currently at Goodwill. I figured I'm gonna see how long it takes to turn this 40 bucks into 1,000. So we're gonna go inside, see what we can find, come back out. So I didn't get this, it's just an idea. Like a really good idea, because it's being sold by the Hella Lobby for a lot. So we spent 35 bucks, and that's fine because 5 of that was mine, but let's see what we got here. Spice rack, kind of neat. 2 of those things. Candles for like super cheap. The canvas, that's mine. I like to paint stones and a jar. Let's put that down there. And these things, nesting boxes. How cool is that? The first thing we're gonna do with this spice rack is trim the edges, and then we're gonna stabilize it real quick with some super glue. It rocks, it shakes. And then we're going to give it a good old sand so the paint sticks really well. And then we're gonna prime it white. But it wasn't a terrible amount of wood, it was solid wood, it's in pretty good shape. Except for the fact that it shakes and rocks all over the place. So we're just kind of putting super glue in those joints to make sure it's like stable. A little sneak peek of the old cabin there. Cabin camper, I don't know. As you can see, it was like painted already, some herbs and spices on it. And I didn't like that, so it had to go. Here we are sanding, and sanding, and sanding, and sanding. And we'll give it a light coat of white spray paint later. But now's a great time to ask you to like and subscribe. So go ahead and smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you want amazing content just like this. We're outside now and we're gonna spray this beautifully. It's a high gloss white. Normally I'd say painted, but when you paint something with a brush, it really needs to be in parts. Otherwise it's hard to get it without getting streaks. So we'll put on a bunch of light coats of this high gloss white. Just real light coats. We'll put on like 5 real light coats. And from there we're gonna transition inside while that dries. And I got this really great adhesive sticker, and it's a neat little stencil. We're taking those white boxes, and we're just gonna stencil on "Choose Happy." I think that's really great. And when you use a stencil and you're gonna use it multiple times, try and use all like colors, or try not to like mix white and black. I made that mistake. It's a little learning exercise for you. Everything either comes out gray because it awakens the other color, or makes it goofy. And we're just putting on the stencil here real carefully for the word home. And I really like the stencil. I got it at Michael's. It was a couple bucks. And they come out real crisp. I just folded the tape in half there and used that as a measurement for where I wanted my letters to go. And we're going to do that to all the boxes. They're going to say choose happy, home, and family. As you can see, I'm struggling a little bit with the white. This is why you should have separate stencils for different colors, or you wait a little longer for them to dry, because I'm having to kind of hand write this in here, and I think it looks okay, but, you know, a little more rustic. It's also kind of sloppy, and I kind of hate it, so we'll see if those actually sell. But with the jars, we emptied the rocks out of them. We were wrapping it with this little bit of twine here. It's like a ribbon, and we're just going to super glue that to the jar. And We'll use a little activator to activate the glue. And we're going to lay another little stencil on top and use that same black, just on the cork top of those. We're just going to brush it around. It's best to use a smaller brush. I'm using this 2-inch brush and it's a little annoying, but we're going to do both jars like that. One's going to have a candle in it, and this one I'm going to fill with a special note for someone, because I think that's a great idea. I really love it. If you've got someone important in your life and they make you smile, I think it's great to write down all the things that they do that make you smile, make you happy, make your day better. Write them down all in one place and give it to them as a gift. Once you've filled it up, whether it's a journal or a jar, I think this is just really special. I dated it and wrote something heartwarming, something important. Or just fold that up and stick it inside the jar. And now's also a great time to mention the app Upside. I use it all the time. I've gotten about $200 back in gas, and it's really helped me. I'm going to drop an affiliate link in the description below, just that way, you can get a little cash back on what you're, using your gas for. Because I drive a lot, and I use a lot of gas, and I drive a truck, and it uses a lot of gas, and it's expensive. But, 15 cents back on a gallon it's not a ton. It's not going to change your world, but every little bit helps. And it works on, fast food places and grocery stores, too. And as you can see here, I'm really struggling to hand stencil Spice of Life on this rack. I'm afraid I might have to just sand it off and see if I can find someone with, a Cricut to make me a stencil for it, because I think this looks really bad, but we're gonna go with it and struggle through. And here's some glamour shots of just everything, and I think they all turned out pretty well. The white boxes look, oh gosh, they look really crisp, and just really wonderful, and they nest up real nice. And I'm just a couple little displays here, and the walnut boxes, like I said, they don't look terrible, but they're not the best. They're not my favorite. And we're going to transition here. I hung up the spice rack just so it would, it's not centered. I'm going to have to redo that one. Unless somebody buys it, I will post it. We're going to get some looks at the jars here. I think they look really, really cute. And right next to each other, and, little hearts on top of the cork, and put candles in them, whatever. I think it's really, really a nice display. These I'm super happy with. Some plastic succulents, the small walnut choose happy box. I think that's a perfect addition to anyone's desk. Someone definitely needs that. And here's just another version that I thought was cute and had to do. Those little tiered shelves. I don't think I'm going to actually do anything to them. I think I'm just going to see if I can resell them. But we're going to show through here. We got everything listed. Everything listed. Blanket ladders too, produce bins. But if everything sells, it's like $250. So that was an absolutely crazy, 3 hours of work. And it only cost me $35. And that didn't even include the canvas, and I think I might keep that sign. I haven't decided yet. I'm not going to post it on Facebook or Nextdoor, but we're going to see what happens, because I'm going to see if I can go from about $40, $35, $40 to $1,000, and how long that takes. But thank you for joining me on that. So make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.